I'm Alex, and in February I read 23 freaking books. 2025, I decided that every book I read for this year, I'm going to be crocheting a granny square. So I'm going to go over my books and show you the corresponding granny squares for the month of February. I read a lot of thriller and a lot of horror, but my February 5-star reads is a part of the Done and Dusted series, is all of what is available currently. So I'm gonna go through those. First up, we've got Done and Dusted. I rated it 5 stars. I got this for Christmas, and it is a signed copy. Isn't that so cute? Next is Swift and Saddled. I also rated it 5 stars. This square I feel like has a lot going on, but I wanted to get the green and the blue that's on the cover. I felt like it was just so pretty, and I feel like it fits it. Ada, I feel like, would enjoy that. Next is Lost and Lasso. This was my favorite of all of them, and I rated all of them 5 stars. I can't wait till book 4 comes out, because I'm so excited. All the Rage by Cara Hunter. Before I get any further, I realize I've got a lot of physical reads and not a whole lot of audiobooks / digital reads, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my digital / audiobooks out of the way real quick. I listened to Notes of an Execution. This was seriously so good. It is a guy who is on death row, and you get his story of how he became who he was, and it's very sad, but I really enjoyed it. My Sister is a serial. Super good. I feel for the main character. It made me very angry for her. Delicious Monsters. It is a dual POV. One is a podcaster, and the other is Daisy. She sees ghosts, and her mom recently inherited a house or a mansion that has been in her family, and we kind of get the storyline of what's going on with this house, what's Daisy's situation, and how is this podcast fitting into all this? Berry Pickers. It is so good. I was rearranging my oldest room when I was listening to it, and I actually stopped in my tracks and was like, goosebumps. This book has stuck with me. I listened to it at the beginning of the month, and it seriously so good. If you are looking for a mystery that just, it's good. It's good. I don't want to give too much away. It's good. On to my digital reads. Crash by Freda McFadden. It was something. Let me tell you, this girl gets in a car wreck when she's pregnant, but she gets in a car wreck, baby is unharmed, gets in a car wreck during a snowstorm, and the people who come and save her, she's not sure if they're actually there for saving her or not. Anyways, How to Fake It with a Fae. I read this for book club. Seriously, so cute. I went to actually read book 2, and my Kindle glitched out, and it wouldn't let me read it on my Kindle or on my phone on the Kindle app, so I don't really know what's going on with book 2. Other people have, my other book club friends, they were able to read book 2. I think it's just a me issue, but seriously, such a cute book. I really enjoyed it. Now on to my physical read. Got Pet Cemetery. I have never read the book and never watched any of the movies. There is a new movie, well, it came out in 2019. I watched that after reading this, and I will say I definitely liked the book a lot more. And then this is its Granny Square. Out of Bounds. It was good. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't good. I don't know if it's just I was not in the mood for this kind of story. This guy gets in a car wreck. I've read a lot of books about car wrecks. He's a young kid, gets in a car wreck. His friends unfortunately end up passing in the car wreck, and his DNA is linked to crimes that had happened way back then. So we are following the detective who is figuring out who this kid is related to and how were they involved in this crime. Here is Rouge. I rated it 2 stars. It was a fever dream, and it made me think a lot, and I go to books to not think. I am a mom of 3, and I do social media, and my brain is constantly going, so when I go into a book, I don't want to think. Nothing should be going on in here. And this made me think a lot, and I also had to think about what had happened previously. It was just like one thing after another. It was like she was in a dream, and then we were going into another dream, and then, oh wait, this is real life, and then, oh, this is a dream. I couldn't keep up. I got very confused, and a lot of people liked it though. I just could not. Good Half Gone. Her twin went missing, and she is an adult now. She's basically lived her whole life trying to figure out where is her twin, and there is a lot of plot twists, and holy smokes, it was so good. I read this in a day. I literally flew through this book. Wrong alibi. And you're probably like, didn't you just hold up that square? No, I didn't. I actually I made the same squares for these two. And yeah, I could have went with probably a lighter yellow, but I'm trying to use the yarn that I have on hand rather than going and buying yarn just to, I just don't want a bunch of skeins. I've got enough skeins. I don't need any more. Wrong Alibi is about a girl who is just really, she's been in some trouble. She just got out of prison. She is trying to do right and get on good terms with her mother. She really misses her mom and her sister, so she gets a new job, and it just goes all downhill from there. And we follow her storyline. This is Ruthless Creatures. I read Carnal Urges, which is one of the books in this series. It's got pretty edges. I do want to go get Brutal Vows and Savage Hearts because they're also sprayed edged books. Super pretty. I just haven't yet. This one did not really capture me as much as Carnal Urges did, but I do want to continue on with the series because I didn't hate it. I enjoyed myself in it, but it just wasn't my favorite, you know? Morbidly Yours, I loved it. It was so freaking corny. So corny. We really could have done away with the boot situation, the pink boots. I tired of hearing about the pink boots. But overall, I really enjoyed it. He owns a funeral business. Well, his family does. And he inherited it. And then she jetted across seas to escape reality. And they meet and they form a bond. So you gotta read it to figure out what goes on next. Apples Dipped in Gold and Mountains Made of Glass. These are retellings. I enjoyed, nope, it was this one. I enjoyed Apples Dipped in Gold a lot more than Mountains Made of Glass. I don't know if it's because I read this one first, and you probably should read this one first rather than this one. So I enjoyed them overall. Got these two and they're matching squares. The Captives, absolutely bananas. It was good, but it was bananas. And last but not least, we have If We Were Villains. And I wanted it to be simple, so it's simple. Overall, I guess you could say I had a pretty good month of reading. I had some really good books this month, and I've only read one book so far in March, and right now it is the 7th. So as you can tell, my reading is slowing way down, especially as the weather gets nicer. I'm spending more time outdoors, going and doing things. So February is probably gonna be the biggest month of the year, and that's absolutely okay. But this is how many squares I got done, all 23, and I've started connecting January's up. So next it's time for these. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.